What's up guys, Walking Bucket here. Today I'm back here with another video, but hopefully this one gets a little more views than my Luka video stunk. So if you're watching this video, make sure to go over and watch my Luka Got Next video. Hope y'all enjoy. And now we're going to talk about Donovan Mitchell. And after a disappointing first round exit, if he should be gone out of Utah to another team where he can actually have more success. Or if you should stay in Utah and keep giving it a chance. But before you even start the video, you should already know it's going to be bigger, so make sure to drop a like, comment down below any other video ideas. And don't forget to subscribe, as 90% of y'all watch my videos but don't subscribe. I really need subscribers. I'm at 23 right now, hoping to get 50 soon, maybe 100 by the end of the year if we keep popping off. But don't forget to subscribe. But now let's get started. So Donovan Mitchell had an incredible year after being drafted 13th, averaging 20 points his rookie year and 23 his second year. He finally made an all-star appearance this year, averaging 24 points, 4.4 rebounds, 4.3 assists, a steal, and 0.2 blocks per game. He was shooting 44.9% from the field, which is a career high, 36.6% from the three, which is a career high, and 86.3% from the line, which is a career high. And what did that lead to? That led to the Utah Jazz being a 6th seed with a 44-28 record, which is not bad. The West was really good, especially the top 7 this year. But they had to face the Denver Nuggets in the first round, and boy, what a series that was. So first off, to start the series, the Nuggets won by 10, but Donovan Mitchell proved that without Bojan Bogdanovic, this was not going to be a light work series for the Nuggets, as he came out of nowhere and he dropped 57 points. And even with the 57 points, he had 9 more than 7 assists with it on 57.6% shooting. The man went crazy, and yes, they took the L. But then the next 3 games, they won by 19, won by almost 40, and then squeaked out a victory to take the 3-1 lead. And everyone thought that was going to be Jazz versus the winner of the Clippers-Mavs series in the second round. But then something happened. They lost to the Nuggets by 10 when Murray went off. They lost to the Nuggets by 12 when Murray went off. And then Jokic cooked Rudy Gobert for the end of the game in Game 7, where Mike Conley missed the game winner after Torrey Craig took a really questionable layup for some reason. But we don't talk about that. Donovan Mitchell, it was not his fault. Game 5, when they were about to get eliminated, he had a really good game where he dropped 30 points on pretty efficient shooting, plus 5 assists. Game 6, when they also lost, he literally came out of nowhere and dropped 44 on their heads with 6 boards, 5 assists, and 3 steals on efficient shooting. Now, Game 7 was a different story. He only had 22 points and he had 9 turnovers and wasn't efficient, but he also had 9 boards. He couldn't get an assist when everyone else on his team combined for a total of 6 for 26 from the 3. How is that going to help Donovan Mitchell get assists? That's why he had so many turnovers. He had to take it himself. He still had a +3 in that game and had to play 43 minutes. The man was gassed, bro. He went off for 6 games, and if anyone clowns him for a Game 7 performance like this, when all the work he did, you're goofy. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell went off this series, averaging 36.3 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4.9 assists, with a steal per game on 52.9% shooting, 51.6% from the 3, and 94.8% from the line. If that ain't crazy, I don't know what is to you. But yeah, also shout out Jamal Murray for an amazing series. 31.6 points, 5.6 boards, 6.3 assists. Just a short shout out. You too, Jokic. But yeah, Gobert did decent. He had a couple off games where it just looked like Mitchell needed super help, especially in Game 1. But some games he was really good, especially in Game 7 too. Mike Conley was really good. Jordan Clarkson was pretty good off the bench. But the role players needed to step up. Joe Ingles only shot 40.7%. Royce O'Neal only shot 40.6%. Manuel Moody only shot 35.7%. Jawan Morgan 25%. Tony Bradley, their backup center, 22.2%. Did he even take any threes, bro? He didn't take any threes, and he still shot 2 for 9. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta step up your efficiency. Joe Ingles especially looked off. I think the role players, like their depth, just needs to increase. And maybe like a certified second/third scoring option next to Mitchell would really help him out. That's the reason why they lost this series. They have defenders. Well, Joe Ingles ain't a bad defender. Rudy Gobert's an elite defender. Royce O'Neal is a pretty elite perimeter defender. So yeah, they're all right in the defensive end. I just think Mitchell needs offensive help, especially people who can do it on a consistent basis. Because Mike Conley's been inconsistent. Rudy Gobert's not an offensive terror. He's a board chaser. He gets you blocks. He gets you on the defensive end. He doesn't get you much on the offensive end. Jordan Clarkson's good, but he's an off-the-bench type guy. Joe Ingles, he's getting old. He's starting to regress, and you can see it. Georges Niang's just a role-playing shooter. He'll get you like 1 or 2 creative buckets. Emmanuel Mudiay's becoming efficient. They really just need more consistent offensive help. But now, let's say Donovan Mitchell was pissed after this series and needs out of Utah. What are some possible trade destination and targets? Well, of course, he would immediately want to contend because that's the reason why he would be upset. But what team would he go to? Well, the first option would probably be to the team he just lost to. And that team would be the Denver Nuggets. Now you're probably asking, what would the Denver Nuggets give? Well, here is my trade idea. It would be a trade of Michael Porter Jr., Bol Bol, and Monte Morris, along with a 2021 first and a 2023 top 5 protected first. That rolls over to 2024. We'll be going to the Utah Jazz in exchange for Donovan Mitchell. Now, the Nuggets would do this because you get a big 3 of Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, and Nikola Jokic. Imagine that. They're going crazy. And you keep your starting core, maybe re-sign Paul Millsap. You still have Gary Harris. You could maybe have Jeremy Grant. Your core is still intact. As for the Jazz, they could get a new young core to help them rebuild. And that makes Gobert expendable to help you rebuild even more. Draft capital. And you'll probably have cap space because since Mitchell, you don't have to worry about a max contract because you have guys on cheap guys like Monte Morris, Michael Porter, and Bol Bol. Now, I had a second trade idea that I think some of y'all would think it would be questionable, but I think it's an alright deal. It would be the Memphis Grizzlies trading Tyus Jones, Dillon Brooks, a 2021 first, a 2021 second, oh, and the first is Utah's, by the way, and a 2024 first to the Utah Jazz in exchange for Donovan Mitchell plus Joe Ingles. The cap works because they take on Joe Ingles, plus they get a big 3 of JJJ, Ja, and Donovan Mitchell. Just imagine, brother. And then you also get a veteran Joe Ingles who could really help mentor maybe a guy like Justice Winslow or Brandon Clark. And then the Jazz, they take a young guy in Dillon Brooks, a young guard in Tyus Jones who you get mentored by Mike Conley. And you get your first back, which is what you really cared about, plus an extra first along with that. But do I really think Donovan Mitchell's gonna get traded or want to leave Utah? No. Why do you think there are rumors about him wanting a max extension? Donovan Mitchell wants to win, but I'm pretty sure he wants to win with Utah. So how does Utah make it work to help him win? Well, there are a couple trade targets that I think they could go for. And the first one, a lot of people rumor about him, he's on the OKC Thunder. Well, actually, let's make it interesting. Let's try to get 2 guys from the OKC Thunder. So the trade is going to be the Jazz receiving Chris Paul and a sign and trade in Danilo Gallinari, which he signs a 2-year, $35 million deal. And the Thunder will receive Mike Conley, Ed Davis, Royce O'Neal, Nigel Williams-Goss, and our 2020 first. Now you're wondering, why didn't the Thunder get more picks? They're giving up an all-star player in Chris Paul and a really nice scorer in Danilo Gallinari. Age is why. Plus cap space. You get rid of Chris Paul's gigantic contract. Plus you get value for Danilo Gallinari instead of letting him walk in free agency if he decided to leave for a team like Miami or something like that. And you get 2 expiring deals in Mike Conley and Ed Davis. A good perimeter defender who could easily start in the 3, as you don't know what Andre Roberson's going to bring. Terrence Ferguson's athletic, but he's kind of questionable. Diallo's kind of questionable. You're not confirming him that starting 3. Royce O'Neal can be that filler 3 until you find it. You get a young point guard you can develop in Nigel Williams-Goss. And you get a first round pick for an old Chris Paul and an old Gallinari. the Jazz become immediate contenders, as you have a lineup of probably Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, unless you want to start Bojan. I think Bojan will start. Yeah, Bojan Bogdanovic. The power forward will be Danilo Gallinari. And then the center will be Rudy Gobert. And Bojan and Danilo are easily exchangeable. And you still have guys like Joe Ingles off the bench. That's going to be pretty nasty to help the Jazz take that next step. And this other trade idea I thought, it's more likely a storyline, like something bad had to happen to this team during the season to make him probably leave. But I think this team may not be in the right direction. And if it doesn't get in the right direction, this deal could actually be made. And the trade's gonna be with the Kings. We're gonna assume, since the front office has not been making the right decision and the team took a step down, they try to find a new coach, but that coach just doesn't work. Buddy Hield's already mad. You have so many bad contracts. And the Jazz are willing to take on those bad contracts in Corey Joseph and Harrison Barnes. If you add in De'Aaron Fox, and in exchange you get Mike Conley, Ed Davis, Tony Bradley, Mie Oni, and a 2023 first round pick. Now you're wondering, why would the Kings ever do this deal? Well, you're getting rid of Harrison Barnes, $20 million for 3 years, Corey Joseph's $12 million for 2 years, and in exchange you get 3 expiring deals, with one of them being a solid quality starter point guard and a young big, and you also get a young shooting guard, and you also get a first round pick. Because Harrison Barnes and Corey Joseph's contract will not be looking good at all in the future for the Kings. And this could really help them get 1, draft capital, and 2, cap space to help them rebuild, or maybe make a splash to help them recontend again. That deal would only really happen if like the Kings start really bad, like they start like 10-20, and things are just not going well. I really don't see De'Aaron Fox leaving if they're like a 20-10 team and they're on to a hard start. Why would they do that? But yeah, I don't see Donovan Mitchell leaving the Jazz. I think he likes the situation in the Jazz, but wish he could get more offensive help. As you can tell by my trades, we would try to get him an offensive weapon next to him that would really help them take that next step to hopefully being a Western Conference Finals type team, maybe even a Finals type team in the future. But yeah, what do you guys think of this video? If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, comment down below any new video ideas I should do, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace out, guys.